Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be doing my September planner flip through. I'm going to be sharing with you how I used my planner for the month of September. We're going to be going into every single section that I have in here, and I'm going to be sharing with you how it currently looks. So if you've never seen my planner before, this is my Tom 90 planner. It is a completely customizable planner that I created in order to help me to organize my entire life in one book. My planner is a letter size planner. We do have the gold metal disc. These are the 1-inch metal discs on the side, and I do have my black croc cover on the front. And then when you open it up, the very first thing that you see is my cover page. And then we go into my future planning section, which I actually use as my memory keeping section. And I do have a picture from every single month this year. I am going to add in my September one when I start to plan for the month of October. After this, you do have my planner routine on this side, and then we go into my September monthly overview. My monthly overview is where I will keep the book that I am currently reading, any goals that I might have, what we may have done for our family day this month, any big events, and then I usually will have a prayer or an affirmation at the bottom. So when I wrote this out, I didn't know what our family day was going to be, but we just did it yesterday. We went to the West Bank Heritage Festival. So I'm going to write that in just to remind myself that that was the family day for this month. And I like to keep track of things like this just to make sure that we are doing something together as a family every single month. For my overall goals, I did have that I was gonna work out 3 times every single week in this month, and I did complete that goal. I did finalize my planner designs. The women's brunch is this upcoming Saturday, and we did do the How to Start Reading the Bible series. So I actually did really well on my goals for the month of September, and I did finish the book Not Today. After this, we go into my monthly calendar, and for my monthly calendar, this is where I'm just keeping up with everything that's going on throughout the month. It's my overview, because the very first planner that I have in here is my weekly planner, which I consider my catch-all planner. So as you can see, you kind of have an overview of every single thing that's going on in every other section. I have some personal things in here. I also have what I want to do for work in here, but it's just brief, and then I will usually go into more detail when we get to that particular section. After my monthly calendar, we have the weeks, and for this calendar, I use it for time blocking and my catch-all. So I will usually have my to-dos and my YouTube schedule on my sidebar, and then I will plan out my week. So this very first week, I used a couple of stickers from some sticker books, but I don't really decorate my spreads that often. For the most part, they are completely functional, and I really didn't use any sticker books here, but I do like to use smaller icons just to put throughout my spreads. And these are stickers that I create. They are in my Etsy shop if you are interested, but I did mark off that the kids didn't have school, and I have all of the times that I worked out at the bottom here, because like I said, one of my goals was to work out 3 times a week every single week this month, and I did achieve that goal. So with this planner, I am just mainly keeping up with my time blocking system. I like to time block my days. I like to kind of mark off at least 90-minute increments where I am focused on one thing or another. I also will keep up with what I am eating in this one as well, but it's a light overview because I do go into more detail with that in my personal planner. For the second week of September, it is basically the same thing. This planner does not change much at all, but I did use a sticker book for this one. I have some nice little flower stickers and some girl stickers kind of going throughout, and I do have plan with me's on every single spread that you see here, so I will link those as I am going through them, just in case you want to get more details on what stickers I was using and see me do this particular layout. So I do have my YouTube schedule, my class schedule, and then I have laid out everything that I needed to do. And then as I complete different things, you will see that I will write in red. I will either check it off or scratch it out if I did not do that, and then I will write in what I was doing instead. The next week we continue with the same patterns. I did use a couple of stickers here and there, but for the most part I am going to use my functional stickers. Functional stickers, like the small ones, just are my vibe. They really do work well for me. I am able to write as much as I need to and also decorate my spreads. So I have been doing this style for years. It has to be at least 3 to 4 years now. If you go all the way back to when I first created this planner, it has been basically the same since then, but it just works for me, and I feel like if it works for me and it's helping me achieve my goals, remain functional, then why stop, right? So I have been including the Once More with Love stickers. I do love her stickers so much, and I love her channel as well. So I have added those in as well, along with the functional stickers from my shop. And now we're getting to the current week that I am on, and I have already started writing in the things that I needed to do for this upcoming Monday, and we are currently doing my September planner flip through. So that's where we are for the weekly section of my planner. And then the next section is my future section, and this is a bottom tab, and this is where I will keep all of my future dated calendars, because I only keep 1 month. So that was just the month of September in my weekly planner, so I don't have any other calendars in here other than this one for the future months. So we do have October and November in here, and I will just write in things as they are coming up. And then when I plan the month of October, I will pull this sheet out, and then I will fill out my planner according to this. I also will write things in on Google Cal as well. I just like to have the option of doing both. So usually I will look at this, and I will also look at my Google Cal to see exactly what I need to add into my planner for October. After these printouts, I do have the very next section in here, which is my work section. And this is actually a new planner that is coming to my shop. I just put it into my Etsy shop probably yesterday or the day before. And this is my dashboard planner. So the overview page looks exactly the same as my life planner, as the hourly planner here. And for this one, I am using it for work overview. So I have my goals, where I was on social media, just putting in the start of September, and I'm going to add in my numbers when I am planning for October. I also have the campaigns that I am currently working on for the month of September, and then I also wrote down different things that I wanted to do, things that I was inspired by for the month of September. After my overview page, then we go into my monthly calendar. And like I said, this is going to be my work calendar. So I have listed out all of the things that I wanted to do for social media, what I wanted to post, where I wanted to post it, what classes I wanted to have for this month. And then I was just writing out everything that I wanted to do. I even have some ideas of different videos that I wanted to post in the future on the side. But after this is where the planner looks completely different, because this is my dashboard planner. So this is a new setup, a new layout that I am adding to my shop, and I am going to use this for my work planner. So as you can see, I have the different things that I am posting to Instagram here, what is going on YouTube, any calls and emails that I need to make, any errands that I needed to do, my top priorities, and my to-do list. So this is like an overview of the week on this side, and these are weekly boxes where I can kind of list out what I was doing for social media, any meetings that I may have, or anything else that I may need to complete on a specific day. But a lot of times I will just kind of write in the main things that I need to do, because they may not be day specific. I just need to get them done before the week is out. So things like creating a specific planner or updating listings to my shop, shop, they may not be time specific. Sometimes they are, but sometimes they are not. I'm just working on my 2024 planner launch. So they're just things that I need to get done before the end of the week, but I don't have a specific day, so I will just add them all on the side here. I really wanted to use this layout for a couple of weeks before I added it into my shop. And so by the second week, I knew I really loved the layout. So I did add it into the shop probably by Saturday. It was actually in, but once again, I am adding in my top priorities, my to-do list, errands, any calls or emails that I needed to do. I have different notes down here, and then we have the days of the week on this side so that I am able to kind of keep up with the different tasks that I needed to complete. And this is the current week where, once again, I'm adding in all of the details. I didn't have much time to do any decorations this week, so as you can see, there are no stickers on here yet, but I will usually add them toward the end of the week once I just have already written in everything that I wanted to do. That's why I like the little icon ones, because you can always go back and add stickers, and they are really easy to add and decorate. But this is the last week of September, and this is what it looks like blank. So I actually added this planner into my setup on like the 11th. This was right after I created the planner. And so when I added it in on the 11th, since it wasn't the beginning of the month, I do have some extra sheets in the back here, but I wanted to kind of play with this setup, make sure I like the layout before I made any changes and added it to the shop. And I really do like it as it is. I love the simplicity of this, and I like the fact that I can add a bunch of stickers and make it really, really decorative, or I can keep it pretty simple and just have it be a really simple layout. So this is my work section for the month of September. I do have a brain dump at the end of every single month for my dashboard planner. I didn't need it that much for this month, but I do like having the option of having it there. The next planner that I have in here is my personal planner. Now, for the month of September, this planner started out as the work planner and then transitioned around the 11th of this month to my personal planner. So this is the only one that's gonna look really wonky because, as you can see, I had a lot of business goals, a lot of business things that was on here initially of different things that I needed to do for my business. But in the middle of the month, I did switch it over to my personal planner. So none of this is actually accurate because I did end up moving it into the dashboard planner, the work planner that I had in the front here. And so in the future, this will be where I'm going to list out all my personal goals, what I want to do for date night, what we want to do for family day. I will go into more details on my overview page for this planner because this one will be dedicated to my personal, my home, and my family. Same thing for the monthly calendar. Once again, it was listed out for work as well, and I transferred all of this into the dashboard planner when I started to use that one for work. But this will be personal moving forward. I'm gonna keep track of workouts, my health goals, all of that will go into here, and things that I need to do for my home and my family will go here. So it's gonna be more along the lines of meal planning and things like this on my monthly calendar moving forward. So the first week was dedicated to work, and I just had a full list of different things that I needed to do for my work. Same thing for the second week. I did use a sticker book here, but I am just listing out all of the things that I had to do for Instagram and what posts I needed to create. And so I was using this for work this week up until the 10th. Once we got to the 10th, I did create and finish my dashboard planner design, and then I switched it over on the 11th. So as you can see on the 11th, everything switched in this planner. We did start to kind of mark off my workouts. If I did work out, if I did not work out, I just wrote out my movement, what type of workout that I did, which most of the time I am walking. And so I would also write in any lists that I had, anything that that I need to get from the grocery store, things like that. I was also keeping track of my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then I had additional things like the girls had an eye doctor appointment, my dad's birthday, if I needed to get gift cards, all of that was written in here. So I'm mainly keeping track of like my routines, different things that I needed to do, and my meals as well in this particular planner. Now, this week I didn't write in it as much. I think this was a really busy week for me work-wise, and you will see that in my planner. If I have a lot going on with work, my personal planner will probably suffer the most because I'm not gonna write in it as often as I possibly should, or I will write in it super quickly just to kind of jot something down, but there are no stickers, nothing's going on. I was just trying to kind of get through this week, and then we kind of get back into it this week. So with the last week, I did add a couple stickers here, but I am mainly writing in this planner as I go. As you can see, I just wrote AM routine here, but I don't have any details until after I complete that particular thing. So even with my meals, I just write that I want to keep track of the meals, but it's not until after I eat that I will write in this planner and kind of mark off what I did and what I did not do. But I am going to keep the vertical style for this planner. I do like the vertical style in order to keep up with all my home and personal stuff, just because it gives me a lot of space and I am able to write as much as I need to. The next planner that we have in here is my faith planner, and my faith planner is where I am going to be doing my prayers, my Bible study, all of that. So I do have some to-dos that I was doing. Now this was church related, which will probably go in my work planner in the future, because I don't usually like to write any to-dos or tasks in this planner. So that won't be there in the future, but I did write out my prayers and different things that I was praying for this month. So I wrote that all throughout here. And then on my monthly calendar, I have my faith affirmations. So this is just affirmations that I wanted to recite every single morning. So I would write them down and then I would recite them. And after I recited them, I would highlight. And the color doesn't really mean anything. I just highlight after I have done the prayer or said the affirmation. Like for instance, we have our women's prayer brunch coming up. I haven't done the prayer for this event just yet, so it's not highlighted yet. But if after I do it, after I pray for the event, then I will highlight it. But that is how I am using my monthly section. And then when it comes to my weekly section, I am usually writing out the verse of the day, and then I will highlight just what I believe that verse means or how I can apply it to my life. I will end it off with a prayer. But as you can see, I don't have any stickers on here because I am writing so much in this planner. I am usually doing some type of word study, Bible study. I am doing deep dive into scripture. So I don't usually add stickers, because anytime I add stickers, they usually end up just getting in my way, because I really am trying to study scripture and study my word. Take time every single morning where I am looking at this planner. So I don't like to have too many stickers in this particular one. This week we did do a Bible study on the SOAP method, and this one was on YouTube Live, so I will link it above if you are interested in that. But as you can see, we were doing the SOAP method, and this was on James 3:10, so I did pop that in here as well. And then I have just some additional notes, additional prayers, additional scriptures, things that I am writing out, explanations. Like I said, it's pretty detailed where I will just write different things out. I still have some additional insert sheets in here just in case I want to continue to write different things that I needed to write, or prayers or scriptures. But that is it for the month of September in my faith planner. The next section is my budget planner, and for my budget planner, the month of September here, I did have a goal of paying down debt of $1,000. I did achieve that goal. And then we go into my monthly spread. Once again, I don't add too many stickers in this one. For the most part, I am just highlighting as I am paying bills and assigning them to different paydays. As I pay different things off or as things come up, I will write it in red or check it off in red. And then we go into my monthly budget. As I pay different things, I will write it off in red. And then once the month is up, I am going to do my monthly budget check-in. And every single week, I do have a paycheck budget check-in. So I will write everything out. I will see where we end up. And then I'm just kind of keeping track of everything. And as the weeks go on, I am going to do my monthly budget check-in every single week, because this helps me to make sure I'm kind of staying on track with the budget overall. So I will just write in how much we have spent so far and how much we have remaining in each category. And this is how I am able to keep up with all of my expenses. Now, usually I will check in on like the 15th of the month and then toward the end of the month. And so I've already done the 15th. I need to do it again for the end of the month, where I'm just kind of writing in all of the expenses and seeing how much we spent in every single category. And then behind my monthly budget, I did add in my holiday budget sheets. This is just where I'm going to keep up with how much I want to spend on the holidays, our Thanksgiving menu. This is like my holiday planner. I'm gonna start tracking out the gifts that we want to get for Christmas, because I like to start planning these things before they start to sneak up on us. And this way I am able to stay on top of how much everything is going to cost us. So we have that, we have our decorations inventory. When I set up everything for Christmas and for the holidays, then I am going to write out everything that we have, anything that we need, and make sure we have everything stored properly. The last bottom tab I have in here is my savings tracker, and this is where I am just tracking like my sinking fund account, and I need to update all of these. My business savings, my emergency fund account, and all of my savings jars, which all of these need to be updated because I have not updated them in the past month or so, and they do have more in there than currently showing. And I have some extra savings jars here. And then we have my last tab, which is my reading tracker. Now, I know I'm going to change this up for next year. I am going to make this a sticker that I'm going to add into my commonplace notebook, because I realized that I don't use this section of my planner as often as I would like. I am mainly writing in all of my notes from the different books that I am reading in my commonplace notebook. And usually I would transfer that over, like I would write out all of the notes and then I'm gonna transfer it over into my planner, but I have not been doing that lately. I think it just feels redundant, and even though I like laying down all of the stickers, there are just so many other areas that I need to plan and need to stay on top of that this just doesn't get that much attention. So I think that I'm just gonna continue to write in my commonplace notebook as I go, and I'm going to make this a sticker that I can add into my planner or add into my notebook, and then that way I can still keep up with the different books that I am reading, but I don't feel the pressure of rewriting all of my notes every single time I read a book. Because as many books as I have read this year, I only did this one, and there are so many others in here. Now, I do have notes on them all, but they're all in my commonplace notebook and they're not in here. So I feel like it was kind of redundant and I wasn't doing it anyway. So I am going to probably just finish these two out this year and then switch everything over for the new year. The next book I am reading is going to be Atomic Habits. That was the book that was selected by my membership group. So we are going to be reading Atomic Habits. So I am going to update this tracker just to finish it out, just because I want to finish it. But after that, we are going to move everything over to my commonplace notebook. So this section is going to leave, and I think I'm going to make it a social media section instead. After this, we do just have some inserts in here. I just have some emails and some other things, just like things from the school and like holidays and stuff like that. So I just kind of keep that in there just in case I need it, but I'm not gonna show it because I'm not sure how much personal information is on there and I don't wanna show that. But that is my flip through for the month of September. I was pretty good at using my planner this month. I think I'm just getting better and better with making sure I stay on top of it, probably because I just need it so much when I'm going throughout my day, and I keep it open on my desk and I'm checking off things as I go. So it definitely keeps me on track. So let me know in the comments below, how have you used your planner for the month of September? Has it been going well? Are you excited for the holidays? Let me know. I would love to hear from you. And until then, keep organizing your life so that you can achieve your dreams. Bye, guys.